Hi, the reporter with the president team is in Akorda presidential palace. We expect the arrival of the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, who is planned to have bilateral meetings with President Tokayev. We know that economic cooperation will be a hot spot in these high-level discussions. What else will be discussed between the time-tested partners who also enjoy celebrating the 20th anniversary of this strategic partnership? Here in Astana, this time, we bring you all that matters, so let's get started. So the board with President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev has landed in Astana, and President of Kazakhstan Kassym-Jomart Tokayev steps forward to welcome his Azerbaijani counterpart personally. So now you can see President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev has arrived in Astana on his official state visit to the country. President of Kazakhstan Kassym-Jomart Tokayev has met his Azerbaijani colleague personally. The program of the visit will continue tomorrow with a series of high-level bilateral negotiations aimed at the further strengthening of a strategic partnership between Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan. Trade, economic cooperation and investments will be at the center of these discussions. We will be following the agenda of the visit very closely to keep you informed. So let's get started. In honor of the guests, the honor guard company marched alongside the airport. In the last 3 years, two presidents paid more than 10 bilateral visits, met each other on numerous occasions, both in bilateral and multilateral formats. Their most recent meeting was during the summit of the Organization of Turkic States in Gabal, Azerbaijan, where the leaders of the member countries set a vision for the organization's short and long-term development. This active cooperation signals the very strong and brotherly nature of relations.
It is always a great pleasure to be in Kazakhstan, a friendly and brotherly country for us. And as you know, visits at the leadership level represent the highest level of interstate relations. We are very pleased that contacts between leaders are regular. In 2024, we had the opportunity to welcome President Tokayev on his state visit to Azerbaijan. And several times during the year, our leaders met on the sidelines of international organizations. Such events often take place in both Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan.
Now, President Aliyev is approaching the Akorda presidential palace, where high-level negotiations will continue the program of the visit. President Tokayev welcomes his counterpart in Akorda and introduces him to the members of the official delegation. Now, the presidents of Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan have proceeded to bilateral negotiations. The agenda of these discussions is broad, as the two countries are strategic partners. It is expected that several documents will be signed to enhance cooperation in the fields of economy, trade and investment. In his opening remarks, President Tokayev underlines that Azerbaijan is Kazakhstan's strategic partner and ally, and developing relations with Baku is a high priority for this current administration. President Aliyev in turn expresses a full commitment to strengthening cooperation in all areas.
Без всякого преувеличения можно с уверенностью сказать, что Казахстан и Азербайджан
It is no exaggeration to say that Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan are not only friendly states but also brotherly nations. Therefore, developing multifaceted cooperation with your country is a high priority for us. Moreover, under your strong leadership, Azerbaijan has significantly strengthened its position and authority in the international arena and plays a very important role as a regional power in your part of the world. The development of trade and economic cooperation and political partnership is a very important task for us.
The meeting of two presidents lasts longer than usual, again showcasing an importance of syncing the watches on numerous things on agenda. While presidents are discussing the matters of bilateral partnership, the members of the official delegation wait for the next meeting to start. We asked the head of a new AI ministry about the prospects of cooperation in digital and AI spheres.
The potential of digitalization and digital solutions will be demonstrated to the president at LMI AI Center. So tell us, please, more details, what will be demonstrated and what perspectives for cooperation in digital sphere we have.
We will show our international AI center, LM AI, which has all the exhibition areas, AI cinema, AI museum, educational initiatives. There will be a presentation of our leading AI startups, as well as the AI ecosystem that Kazakhstan has built so far. In general, there is a growing cooperation between the countries in ICT area. First of all, that's a joint project of Trans-Caspian fiber optics under the Caspian Sea. So currently we have obtained all necessary approvals from the government bodies on both sides and developed a design of the cable. We have purchased, the parties purchased the raw materials for that product, and soon in November there will be a start of production of the cable. Plus the active equipment that's going to be used in the project is also going through the tests, and as per our plan, the construction of the cable under the sea will start next summer and will finish in the third quarter of next year.
Now, the meeting in extended format is on. President Tokayev, in his welcoming speech, underlined that this visit is critically important for further strengthening Kazakh-Azerbaijani bilateral relations.
The agenda of the meeting includes discussions on cooperation in the fields of transport, logistics, energy, digitalization, as well as culture and humanitarian interaction. President Tokayev also notes the historical significance of the declaration on the peaceful settlement of Azerbaijani-Armenian conflict, underlines a firm political will and strategic vision of the President of Azerbaijan in finalizing this deal in Washington. President Aliyev highlights the economic potential of the Zangezur corridor.
Сегодня наступает, даже я бы сказал, наступил новый этап мира между Азербайджаном и Арменией.
Today marks a new stage in the peace process between Azerbaijan and Armenia. The fact that a peace agreement has been initiated less than 2 years after the last armed clashes demonstrates that both sides have shown a high level of political will. And of course, the role of US President Donald Trump in normalizing relations between Azerbaijan and Armenia deserves the highest praise. The summit, which took place on August 8th in Washington, essentially put an end to the long-standing conflict and opens up great prospects for development, including in the broader regional context on the Eurasian continent.
Of course, one of the priorities in economic dialogue between Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan is energy cooperation. Close to the energy goes logistics. Two presidents are introduced to the initiatives aimed at boosting the potential of transit and transportation via the Caspian Sea. Currently, cargo transit from the Chinese border to Georgian ports takes up to 18 days. By 2030, cargo flows in this direction could triple.
Мы используем Каспийское море традиционно для транспортировки объемов нашей нефти.
We traditionally use the Caspian Sea to transport our oil. Today we are talking about an agreement between our national oil and gas company Kazmunaygas and its partner SOCAR for 2.2 million tons per year, with the possibility of expanding and increasing volumes to 3 million in the near future.
High-level negotiations today have resulted in adoption of a joint statement marking the 20th anniversary of the signing of the Treaty on Strategic Partnership and Alliance between Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan.
Начинается церемония подписания и обмена двусторонними документами.
In total, 15 documents on cooperation in the economic sphere are signed in the presence of the heads of state. During the press briefing, two presidents once again confirmed their commitment for aligned vision for the further development of strategic partnership with a particular attention to expanding trade and economic ties. President Tokayev underlines that during the talks in Akorda, the consensus was reached to take the necessary measures to double bilateral trade and bring it to $1 billion. Logistics also demonstrates a huge untapped potential.
В прошлом году объем грузоперевозок по нему вырос на 62% и составил 4,5 миллионов тонн.
Last year, freight traffic on the Middle Corridor grew by 62% to 4.5 million tons. This year's figures are also encouraging, with growth of 2%. We are working with foreign partners to simultaneously eliminate bottlenecks and establish a single long-term tariff along the corridor. This will undoubtedly increase efficiency, ensure uninterrupted deliveries along the entire route, and as we plan, allow us to increase freight traffic to 10 million tons.
In his speech, President Aliyev emphasizes the centuries-old friendship between peoples of both countries, which he continues is a solid foundation of bilateral relations.
Каждая встреча, каждое обсуждение, они...
Every meeting and every discussion is focused on the ultimate result. Today we heard reports from the ministers and plans for the future. What we heard is satisfying because everything that was planned is being implemented. The results achieved within the framework of the Interstate Council are beneficial to our countries and peoples.
After negotiations in Akorda, Presidents Tokayev and Aliyev heads toward Alem AI International Artificial Intelligence Center. Minister Madiev presents the concept of AI-driven government to the distinguished guests, a new situational center for analyzing and managing governmental processes and decisions.
Мы подсоединили искусственный интеллект. У каждого из государственных служащих приходят вот такие обращения.
The heads of state are also shown the latest achievements of Kazakhstan's innovation cluster, bringing together over 1,800 IT companies and startups, including more than 460 with foreign participation. Kassym-Jomart Tokayev has accompanied President Aliyev in the airport, wishing him a good farewell. The visit results in signing strategic documents, expansion of cooperation and strong joint vision into the future of bilateral relations.